Look, let me ask you something. Have you ever opened your banking app, looked at your balance and thought, bro, I work so hard, where is my money actually going? Like, you didn't buy anything crazy, no Ferrari, no mansion, no private jet, but somehow your account still looks like it's on life support. And then you scroll social media and you see people your age, sometimes younger than you, talking about investing, talking about passive income, talking about financial freedom. And you're sitting there thinking, am I doing something wrong, or is money just rigged? Here's the thing. Most people believe getting rich is about doing something exciting, a hot stock, a side hustle that explodes, crypto, real estate flips, some secret strategy. But what if I told you that 80% of millionaires didn't get rich from something exciting at all? They followed one extremely boring rule. So boring, so simple, that most people completely ignore it. And that's exactly why it works. My name's Rowan, and I spend way too much time thinking about how people actually build wealth in real life, not on Instagram. If you're someone who works hard, saves a little, but still feels like you're not getting ahead, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, I want to show you the one rule that quietly separates people who stay broke forever from people who eventually wake up and realize, wait, I'm actually financially free now. Now you might be thinking, Rowan, come on, there has to be some secret. There has to be some trick. I get it. Our brains are wired to chase excitement, fast wins, dopamine, the lottery mindset. But here's what most people don't realize. Wealth is not built by what looks impressive. It's built by what is repeated, and repetition is boring. According to large studies on millionaires in the US, including research on over 10,000 high net worth individuals, more than 79% did not inherit their money, and more than 80% of them followed the same simple habit for decades. Not a hack, not a shortcut, a rule. They invested a fixed percentage of their income automatically before they spent a single dollar on lifestyle. Not whatever was left over, not when they felt like it, not when the market felt safe. First, every month, no emotion. This is where it gets really interesting. Your brain hates this rule because your brain evolved for survival, not for compounding interest. Your brain says, enjoy now. That phone upgrade feels good. That vacation feels good. That car feels good. Saving and investing feels like loss in the short term. Psychologists call this present bias. We value $100 today more than $150 a year from now, even though logically the future amount is bigger. So most people say, I'll invest after I enjoy life. I'll save after I make more. I'll start when things are stable. Millionaires flip that order. They say, I'll pay my future self first and force my current self to adapt. Think of it like going to the gym. The people who wait until they feel motivated stay out of shape. The people who show up even when they don't feel like it eventually transform. Money works the same way. The boring rule is called pay yourself first. Not emotionally, not manually, automatically. You decide a percentage, 15%, 20%, even 10% if you're starting. And the moment your salary hits your account, that percentage is invested. For example, let's say you make $4,000 a month. If you invest just 20%, that's $800 gone automatically, before rent, before shopping, before food delivery, before lifestyle. Your lifestyle is forced to shrink around what remains. Here's what most people don't realize. It's not your income that decides your wealth. It's the order in which you spend it. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where the math becomes almost unfair. If you invest $800 a month at an average market return of 10% a year, in 30 years, that becomes roughly $1.6 million. Not from luck, not from genius, from consistency. Most people underestimate what small amounts become when compounded and overestimate what big risky moves will do for them. Now you might be thinking, but Rowan, I can't afford to invest that much. And I hear this all the time. Here's the truth. You're not too broke to invest. You're just spending in the wrong order. If your lifestyle eats first, your future gets the leftovers. If your future eats first, your lifestyle adjusts. This is psychological. When money never hits your spending account, you don't miss it, you adapt. Humans always do. This is what most people don't realize. The real enemy of wealth isn't low income, it's inconsistent behavior. Millionaires are not superheroes, they are just boringly consistent. They automate, they ignore noise, they keep going when it feels slow. And then, one day, something strange happens. Your investments start growing faster than your savings, then faster than your job. That's the moment compounding becomes visible. That's when motivation becomes effortless. But it only happens for people who survive the boring years. Look, building wealth is like planting a tree. For years, nothing seems to happen. You water it, you protect it, you wait. And then, suddenly, it grows taller than you. Most people quit in the invisible phase. The boring rule is what keeps you in the game long enough to win. So, here are the simple steps. Step 1, decide your percentage. Start with 10, aim for 15 to 20. Step 2, automate it. Investment account, index fund, retirement account. No manual effort. Step 3, raise the percentage every time your income increases. Half of every raise goes to your future. Step 4, never stop, especially when the market is scary. That's when compounding works hardest. And finally, understand this. You don't need to be lucky. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need perfect timing. You need discipline, patience, and one boring rule followed for a very long time. And one day, you'll look at your account and think, how did it get this big? Not from one big moment, but from thousands of small, boring, correct decisions. If this helped you see money differently, subscribe, because your future self is counting on the choices you make today.